After long, grueling shifts at work, I found solace in riding my bicycle through the cemetery. The cool night air and hushed surroundings offered a brief escape from a day filled with relentless demands. Pedaling down the winding paths, I felt at peace amid the silent tombstones and the steady rhythm of my tires. But that night, something was different. As I turned a corner past an ancient mausoleum, my bicycle suddenly grew inexplicably heavy. I first attributed it to exhaustion, a trick of my overactive mind after another taxing day. Yet with every push of the pedal, I felt an invisible force anchoring me, as if an unseen weight had latched onto the frame. My heart pounded in my chest while I struggled to regain control. The comforting cemetery transformed into a labyrinth of shifting shadows and eerie whispers. A dense fog began to roll in, wrapping around the graves and obscuring familiar landmarks. In that murky twilight, every sound became amplified, a soft rustle here, a distant tapping there, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was no longer alone. Old legends of restless spirits and cursed grounds echoed in my mind. Had I unknowingly disturbed something best left undisturbed? With each labored pedal stroke, the oppressive weight grew, slowing my progress until time itself seemed to stall. I wondered if I was being pulled into the depths of an ancient curse. Then just off the path, a solitary tombstone caught my eye. Glistening under the pale moonlight, the name etched on it was unfamiliar, a name that sent a chill racing down my spine. It was as though the cemetery was silently beckoning me to uncover its secret, whispering ancient stories only I could hear. As I neared the tombstone, a faint, rhythmic tapping emerged, echoing like the slow drumming of a death march. I felt the presence of something beyond mortal realms, an unseen force reaching out from the void. The spectral tapping seemed to pull me closer, urging me to learn the sorrowful tale buried beneath the cold earth. A sudden gust of wind swept through the cemetery, scattering leaves and dust in chaotic spirals. The bicycle's heavy burden shifted, almost commanding me to stop. I dismounted with trembling hands, and as the fog momentarily cleared, a ghostly figure emerged near the tombstone, draped in tattered clothes, with eyes hollow and pleading. It raised a hand in a silent plea that chilled me to the core. The apparition's sorrow was palpable, and in that brief encounter, I sensed that it had been tethered to this resting place by an unresolved tragedy. My night of solitary escape had morphed into a macabre duty, to bear witness to a spirit's lingering pain and to help set its story free. Reluctantly, I mounted my bicycle once more and pushed through the lingering fog. The weight had lessened, as if relieved by my silent promise to remember its tale. I left the cemetery with a heavy heart and a mind brimming with unanswered questions. When I finally got home, I expected only the comfort of solitude. Instead, as I stepped into the quiet of my living room, I heard a soft, disembodied voice say, "Thank you." That single, unexpected word resonated deep within me, a final acknowledgement from the spirit, binding our fates together and ensuring that its story would never be forgotten.